Insight is the ability to quickly make the best choices that you need to make in order to be successful and happy. People with good insights are the one who know what to choose to achieve these goals. People say that I have good insight and am quick-witted, so I'm often asked to help people improve their insight. Regretfully, I cannot give people insight because different individuals have very different ways of seeing the world, dreaming, growing, and achieving success. Now that the world is changing so rapidly, you must find your own insight. Developing insight begins by collecting the information around you, studying it, and using it as a guide to achieving your dreams. Only then can you move in a direction where you can fulfill yourself in the ways that you want and that suit you best. To help you do this, I am going to help you learn how to diligently study the information available to you. Once you get into the habit of studying a wide range of information, you can develop your own insight and succeed in the world. Reading helps us understand the future as the present reality. Books are indispensable when you want to get into the habit of studying. Since I've uploaded to my YouTube channel so many videos about how to overcome the coronavirus crisis, my subscribers often say to me, "I want to start studying now to prepare for the post-coronavirus world, but I don't know which book to start reading. Please recommend a book for me." At first, I didn't know what to say because I've read so many books over the past few months. But after reading hundreds, I began to recognize a theme that ran through the books that I had read. The books that I had read in the beginning covered various ways to deal with a crisis, including Upheaval, How Nations Cope with Crisis and Change by Jared Diamond, and Factfulness by Hans Rosling, Ola Rosling, and Anne Rosling Runland. I also read books authored by world-renowned scholars that discussed future society as a whole, such as 21 Lessons for the 21st Century by Yuval Harari and Mastering Megatrends by Doris Naisbitt and John Naisbitt. I also read novels including George Orwell's 1984 and Neuromancer by William Gibson. When you are looking for the major trends that will define the future, you need to put the present into context, determining where our present state fits into all of human history. Two of the books that deal with this subject are Yuval Harari's Sapiens and Homo Deus. They can help you connect the past, present, and future of humankind. If you can see the big picture of the world ahead of us, now is the time to study the specifics of the future of digital technology. In bookstores, there are abundant books dealing with artificial intelligence, big data, blockchains, Internet of Things, robots, and so on. If you read recent releases on these subjects, you will begin to notice frequently used terms. Books that address economic trends should also be on your reading list. I recommend that you study everything that is closely related to your livelihood, such as the changes that are likely to occur in corporations, the job market, and finance. Books about the companies that will spearhead the future and the CEOs of those companies are also useful. If you read real business stories about Jeff Bezos of Amazon, Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook, and Elon Musk of Tesla, you will understand how both their successes and failures helped them get one step ahead of others. While conversing with them through books, you will find clues that can be applied to your life. You don't have to read these books in the same order that I read them. Start by first reading the book that is of most interest to you, and don't feel pressured to read them all. What matters is that you start to read. As you read one book, you will begin to identify others that elaborate on the theme that you see emerging. The more you read on the subjects that will prepare you for the future, the faster you will learn which knowledge and skills you are going to need to prepare you for the times ahead. The minute that you realize that all the things you doubted would ever happen already exist, the faster your life will change and you will find opportunities that you never even imagined. Believe in your insight and remain unshaken. What I want to emphasize here is that you need to get into the habit of collecting information about coming changes. You need to get into the habit of finding information from as many sources as possible, including news articles, books, and other people. Getting into the habit of collecting information and interpreting it helps you find opportunities in a changing world, but, more importantly, it helps you keep your life centered. It won't be long before we start hearing about windfalls, a company attracting big investors, the founder of a small startup joining the billionaires club, or somebody who once worked with you going independent and raking in money. The news about companies and individuals who have jumped on changes when they were rapidly happening in an uncertain world deserves applause. But, on the other hand, that kind of news might make you feel very small and insignificant as you quietly follow the path of your choice. Suddenly, you are not sure if you have taken the right path, and the more you question your choice, the more you become withdrawn and lose confidence.